Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl Katrina, and today I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in a while, but a lot of people are always asking me about it. If you want to know how to sublimate on dark colors, dark fabrics, and you don't have polyester, you don't have sublimation, you can do a sublimation hack. So this is an oldie but a goodie. People are still doing it. Not everyone has a sublimation printer. Not everyone can find polyester. Not everyone wants to always use white garments, even if you have polyester. So HTVRONT came out with the sublimation for dark. It's an awesome printable vinyl that allows you to sublimate directly onto it, so that way you can get vibrant colors, vibrant images. You don't have to do all this cutting and weeding and layering with so many different colors. You can just do everything in one shot. You do need a sublimation printer. I'm sorry. So you still need the sublimation printer. You still need sublimation ink, because we're using sublimation with sublimation paper, but instead of using a white garment, instead of using polyester, you can now sublimate on darks. So I'm going to be using one of the best hoodies, one of the best blanks. This is Supasoft's hoodie. Have a full unboxing on their apparel line. It's a tearaway blank, so that way you can still brand it for your own business, for your brand. Really nice, soft hoodie. So we're going to be using a black one just so you can see how well it works, just so you can see that it does work, okay? So I'm going to be using the Sublimation HTV for dark. All right, so all the products that I use in today's video will be linked down below in the description box. I might layer it with either some glitter from HTVRONT, or I might use the metallic puff. So I'm gonna see how it looks after I print out my image, after we sublimate that, and then for the final step, of course, we're gonna take it up a notch, elevate it, and then we're going to do some mixed media with some regular vinyl as well. But again, I'm gonna either use puff or I'm gonna use glitter. So I'll see which one looks better. But of course, also because I just recently got the HTVRONT's new manual swing away press, we're going to be using this in today's video, testing it out again and showing you how well you can incorporate a hoodie with their sublimation for darks, and of course some puff or glitter. But nevertheless, I'm still reviewing, I'm still testing out this press. I really like it, so I'm going to attempt to put a hoodie on here today, and we're going to see how well it works. So stick around for today's video. For my print and cut, I am going to be using my Cricut. I'm going to jump ahead into the Cricut design space, show you how I set everything up. Then I'm going to go ahead and print everything out, and then we're going to press it. So I'm going to cut it, then I'm going to print it, and then we're going to press it. So if you think this video is going to be helpful, definitely stick around. Check out some of my other past content, because I do a lot of tutorials like this and also some other content to help you grow and start your business. So without further ado, let's go ahead, jump into desktop mode. And if you like today's video, if you find it helpful, if you find it enjoyable, you already know what to do. Smash the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, you're in for a treat. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know what time it is. Let's go ahead, jump into desktop mode, have some fun while we learn. Let's go. All right, so I'm in Cricut design space. I'm going to use my Cricut today for my print then cut design. I'm going to just click on new project, and I'm going to go ahead and click upload. Now this is one, I'm just going to open this one. This is a design that I had started last night, but just going to show you, I made this with AI. I made it in Kittle. I made all my designs in Kittle, but I wanted to try to see if I can make it a little bit better. So I'm going to pull in my new image, and I'm gonna upload it. Let's try to find it. I just did it. I think this is the one I made. I titled I Be Trippin'. All right, so I like this design much better. I will be selling these images, so I'm gonna try to have them uploaded as soon as I can to my site. I'm gonna upload it as a flat graphic. You know, Cricut now allows you to do separate colors and separate layers and different things like that. So I'm going to go ahead, upload this to the same canvas, and I'll just keep them both here. All right, so I like this design much better. Got the whole plane, got the luggage, you know, we got the little belly showing, got the cut jeans. She kind of looks like me. No, I'm just playing. But nevertheless, I'm going to add words. I'm just going to hide this one. It says low resolution. Not sure why, but either way, we're gonna try to make this work. I'm gonna do print then cut. So I'm just gonna size this to about maybe that size right there. I'm gonna go ahead and measure it afterwards just to make sure, and I'll adjust. But I'm gonna type in what I want it to say. IB. I'm gonna make this black for right now. All right, so now I'm just gonna type out tripping. Gonna do it just like that. Make this black. And I'm going to pick my font. I'm gonna go under systems and let me move it over so that way I can see the font. Okay, so I be tripping. I'm going to now select my font under system and I'm gonna get a cursive font, something nice and simple. I'm gonna see how it looks. I'm gonna create an offset, so let me do that first. Create an offset, and as you can see, you have the offset come around it. I'm going to, I don't want it to be that big. Okay, so that's good. I got 0.83. I'm gonna apply that. So now this is going to be the white vinyl. That's gonna be the white vinyl. And then this is going to be the image that I'm gonna sublimate right in the middle of it, okay? So you have to have an offset so that way you can have your backing for your vinyl. And this is going to be the paper that we're gonna sublimate on it. All right, so this one I'm gonna switch. It has print then cut up here, so I'm gonna switch this one to just basic cut. I'm gonna make that black. All right, but it's gonna be white. That's gonna be the white printable vinyl from HTVRONT. And this one is going to be a print then cut, but because I'm doing it on sublimation paper and I don't want it to stick to the pad, I'm just going to cut it by hand down to size. But I am going to print it out and then I'm just going to cut it out by hand probably. All right, so now let's get my fonts. I'm going to put this in, fit this in, see how it's going to look. Nice and centered. And now I'm going to have the I believe. Let me make this just a little bit smaller so you guys can see it better. Okay, I'm just gonna move this over. I think I'm gonna make this gold. So let's just put it gold for right now, yellow. Now I could be fancy and layer this with 2 different colors, but I'm not gonna do that for today. Let's see, I'm still trying to decide on which font I want. So I'm just trying to see which one is gonna look better. All right, so I'm not sure on the font yet. So again, I'm still deciding. So I'm just going through, trying to decide. So I'm just playing with it. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with this. It's 2 different fonts for sure. Let me see what the size of it is. Size is 9.6 by 12.92. All right, so I think I'm good on the size. So I just measured my garment and I'm gonna make this 9.5. I'm gonna make this 9.5 instead, just so we can make sure it fit, because I am putting it on a hoodie instead of a t-shirt. So if I was going on a t-shirt, then I would have kept it at that size. So just bringing it in, and that should be good. And now I'm gonna go ahead and click make it. Okay, so this is the print then cut. Of course, we want to mirror it because this is gonna be the sublimation. You wanna make sure you're mirroring everything. I'm going to just jump and do this one first. I'm gonna make sure I mirror that. And then for my words, definitely gotta make sure we're mirroring. I always move my stuff from the edges just because I don't like it so up close to the edges. So I'm gonna start with the background, then I'm gonna jump to the letters, and then I'm going to print out the image. So for my background, all I'm doing is using regular HTV. So this is what the box looks like up close, the Sublimation HTV for dark fabric from HTVRONT. So I am going to go ahead and put this on the mat. So one side is green, the other side is white. I'm assuming this is the cutting side. Can't remember, it doesn't specify, so we're just gonna go ahead and put it down on the mat this way, just so I can see. And if I mess it up, then I'll do it over. Okay, let's see if that cut. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and weed this first just so I can see and make sure. Nope, and I didn't. So you see, I cut it on the wrong side. All right. So make sure you cut it on this side. I love making the mistakes for you guys. All right, so let's do it again. Make sure that's down and secure, and we're gonna put it back in. Okay, I got that done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and print out the actual image. All right, so this is the paper that I'm using, A-Sub 11 by 17. And I know I always say I'm not gonna do something sometimes, and then I do it because I just love you guys so much. It's just messy over here, so sometimes I don't like showing like all the mess, but hey, it's real life. So this is my Epson 8550, showed it in plenty of videos, and I know sometimes if I have a new person, they might not want to go back digging. So that's the only reason why I'm showing it, just for the people who landed on this video and you don't know what the 8550 is. So it's the Epson. This is a converted printer. So I'm just going to go ahead and load this paper up top in the rear. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to print now. Now it just printed. That was wild. All right, so here is the image. Doesn't look like it's in reverse. I gotta see if that's in reverse, but I guess it is. It still looks good, I guess, in either direction. So let's go ahead and set everything up so we can press it. So I am gonna attempt to do the print then cut just to see if I can cut it out perfectly. Those black lines, the black marks, are the registration marks. So I don't want the paper to tear or get stuck to the mat. So I'm not going to press it all the way down just because last time I tried to do it this method, it kind of stuck to the mat. So this mat isn't that new. So let's see if we can cut it out perfectly so that way we don't have to cut around it. Because this is technically how you would do print then cut. So when you're doing print then cut, you want to make sure that you have your image in the exact same direction. So you can't turn the paper upside down. You have to make sure you have it in the same direction as you printed it out, so that way it'll cut perfectly. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and finish weeding out my vinyl. I went and selected the metallic gold puff from Caesar, so I'm just going to weed that out. It's reading the registration marks right now. Okay, and the Caesar metallic weeds so easy. So easy. That's the second part. I already read it out the first part. All right, let's see how this came out. I hope it cut perfectly, and I think it did. Yeah, baby. Loving, loving, loving it. Now, let's hope I can get the paper off with no issues, okay? So that's what we want. Let me see if I can get this up. So I'm going to use this to get under here because I don't want it to tear. I'm just going to lift it lightly, guide it perfectly. So this is why I did not mash it down all the way. And then I'm going to turn it over and bend the mat, not the paper. Oh, this worked out perfectly. All right, so let's turn it over this way and peel it off. Look at that, smooth like butter. All right, gotta get that center out. Get the center off. Perfect. Perfect. Have my print and cut design. All right, let's get everything together and press it on the shirt. I'm excited. So I just want to make sure that I did this right. Now this is the glossy one. The one I used before was matte. So if you get the one with the green carrier, just know that this is the glossy one. The one that has the white carrier is the matte finish. And of course, all your instructions, pressing, times, and temps, cutting instructions is going to be right inside of the box as well. So that's why I was a little confused when I opened it, because I didn't realize I had the actual glossy one. So we're going to see how this looks. This is a photo, so let's see if, it looks good. You have to press it face down. So here we go. I'm peeling out this. And this is weeding. And this is weeding really easy. Really easy. Don't want it to get stuck to the other part. Okay, really curly. So when really curly. So when I press it down, let me just make sure. So I'm going to lay that down. It's curling up and sticking together. Don't do that. All right, so I'm going to roll it in the opposite direction. Just going to roll it because it's curling up. So let me just try to roll it just a little bit, just so it won't be so bendy. Okay, that's the carrier that's sticking. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure I get it in the right direction. All right, so that's perfect. First shot. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Yes. Okay, so we're good. So make sure you mirror this, and you want to mirror your sublimation. All right, so I'm just gonna lay everything out, and we're gonna warm up the heat press. All right, so I got everything laid out, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and warm up the heat press so we can start. So again, I'm gonna be using the HTVRONT manual press, and I did a full unboxing, so I'm not gonna go through all of that, but it does have its own separate control. So I'm gonna go ahead, plug it up, and I'm going to warm it up.
150 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 302 degrees Fahrenheit.
So I'm gonna go ahead, cut it on. Ooh, I can't wait to get my nails done tomorrow. So the first thing I'm gonna be pressing is the printable vinyl, the sublimation vinyl, and I'm gonna press it at 305 degrees. And we're only gonna do it for 10 seconds. And I'm gonna go ahead and let that warm up. All right, so while that is warming up, I'm gonna move this way. So while that's warming up, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take my Supasoft blank, and we're going to pre-press it. I'm going to press this upside down since I'm using a hoodie. Again, there's not a lot of room because this is, you know, an auto press. They have smaller clearance, as you guys know. So I'm going to just press it upside down and pray I don't burn myself. All right, let me get a lint roller to remove all this lint. Okay, black collects so much lint, so of course I'm going to use a lint roller just to get that out the way. And I'm gonna pre-press this first. As you can see, the hoodie still fits completely under there, all right? So we're still good. I'm just going to pre-press it, get the moisture out. And of course, the heat press is not heated up all the way, so I'm just gonna let it stay down just a little bit longer, and that should be good, okay? Now I'm gonna make sure I have this centered in the middle of the press, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and get this lined up. If this don't stop curling up, I'm gonna get this lined up, positioned where I want it, right in the center. It's pretty much centered. I'm gonna make sure again, cause you know, so you see, I had that in the wrong direction. So I gotta make sure it's this way. This is the top, so I gotta turn it around, making sure I do this correctly, because that would be something if I press that in the wrong direction. Oh, good heavens. We do not want to do that. All right, so this is the carrier sheet. Again, this is the glossy one. They do have it in matte. This beeps when it lets me know I'm at my desired time and temp. So I'm all set. I'm ready to go, and I'm just making sure, again, double checking. My words are going to go on the top, so I actually need to bring this down. Just remember that. Just remember that we need to bring this down just a tad bit because my words are going to go on the top. I'm hoping I have enough space. Hoping I have enough space, okay? That should be good. Just like there. I didn't really do any no centering. So let me just try to, it's weird because it's upside down, but this is the center. I'm pretty much centered. So I'm just going to go with it because this is going to be for me. So I think I'm pretty much good. If I put this on here, let's just see how I'm doing this upside down, guys. See how much space I have on each one. All right, so it does need to come over just a little bit. Have more. Yep, we need to come over just a tad bit. Okay, that'll work. We're going to make that work. Okay, I'm going to move this. No carrier, I'm not going to do anything, and I'm going to press this down 10 seconds. Okay, time is going. And this is going to be a cold peel. This is a cold peel. Okay, again, I pressed that at 305 degrees. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to turn it around, and we're going to place it face down. And I'm going to be taking up the time now for sublimation because now we're getting ready to sublimate. So we need to take this all the way up. I'm going to take it up to about 375. We're going to take it up to 375. And I'm going to take the time up to 55 seconds. Okay, I'm going to let that go up. And this is going to cool down. All right, I'm going to lay it back on, and I'm going to just do it this way. I'm going to bring this in closer because I got to be able to see. Hopefully the hood does not get in the way. All right, so this is good. This was a cold peel. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this back. I can already see it's glossy. Can already see that this is glossy. Okay. And this feels, because I know someone's going to ask me, you can feel the gloss, but it's definitely smooth. We're at our desired temperature, so I'm going to go ahead and place this face down. This is why I did a nice little offset, so that way it can be centered in there. So you're going to have a small white border. You are going to have a small white border. If you want, you can apply some tape. You can apply a little bit of heat tape on it just to keep it from moving, shifting. Trying to make sure everything is perfect. Just going to put a little piece on both sides, hoping that everything comes out good. All right, and definitely want to cover it with butcher paper. This is sublimation, so you want to cover it with butcher paper. Okay, and now we're going to bring this back, and the hood is good. We're good. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sublimate this baby. And again, you adjust the pressure back here in the rear. Okay, so I'm going to sublimate, and we're going to start the time, 55 seconds. Okay, that's beeping. Let's go ahead and see. It's still releasing the gases. You want to make sure you are very careful. It's really hot. So let's go ahead and reveal that. Ooh, that is hot. I'm going to just pick it up from here. Let's pray everything came out beautiful. Wow. Just wow. That looks like a photo. Like, are you kidding me? Look at that up close. Do y'all see the detail? Do y'all see the colors? First of all, I created this image myself inside of Kittle using AI. So all of this is me. All of that is me, right? I just wish it was actually my photo. Do y'all see the image quality, baby? Okay, so we're at 290. All right, so I'm gonna press the tripping down here just like so. Make sure that's nice and centered, just like that. And then we're going to press the puff at the top, and I'm hoping I'm not too close to the collar. So let's see, and I think I'll be okay. Yep, I'll be perfectly fine. So we're gonna add this up here, but we're gonna cut this off. We don't want too much because we don't want no press lines. So I'm just gonna press really close. Okay, and this is going to puff up. Okay, this is gonna puff up. I'm just trying to eliminate all these press lines. Should have did the same thing at the bottom, which I am. All right, so I'm just gonna press that right at the top, up here, and let me take off some of this excess down here as well. So I'm just cutting around. And now I'm good to go. Just press that, get that nice and centered. Perfect. That is perfect. Okay, and I am going to cover this. I want to protect the center, so I'm going to cover this. I'm on firm pressure, and we're going to press this at 10 seconds, okay? 10 seconds. Here we go. All right, let's see how that did. This is a hot peel. I am hoping, oh, Oh, that didn't press. That did not press. We gotta do it again. We gotta see what happened. I'm gonna press it without that and let's see what happens. Am I on firm pressure? Making sure I'm on firm pressure. Let's do it again. Oops, there we go. I don't think I was on firm pressure. All right, let's see how that did. Please, please stick down. Let's see. It's not sticking. Something I'm not doing right. I do not want to mess up my garment. It's a hot peel. So let's press it down even further. Gonna pull it down. All right, this is the first time I'm layering it over the sublimation, which is still should be perfectly fine. 8. Okay. Third time is a charm. Third time is a charm. It's not sticking everywhere. It's not puffing up, but let's go ahead and take it off. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, it didn't puff up. I'm gonna press it one final time. I'm really not sure. I don't know if the hood is affecting it, so let me turn it around. Shouldn't be. That shouldn't be the issue at all. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to puff up. This is gonna be my last press, 10 seconds. Okay, now it's starting to puff. Let's see if this peels back. It's still not pressing down over there. Yeah. On the hoodie, it's not. This is really weird, and I don't want to mess this up. I can't get it to stick. Can't get it to stick. I'm gonna let it sit, and then I'm gonna peel it later. I'm gonna use a Teflon and give it one final press. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get this time. Okay, we're just doing 8 seconds this time. Okay, it's starting to press. It's starting to puff. It got a little puff. We got a little something going on. I love it. Didn't puff the way I really wanted it to, like this should, but we got something. And the colors look awesome. Let me give you guys a close-up. So here's an up close, better look, a better view, because I had to wait to get back home from vacation because I accidentally deleted all the footage from the camera to clear space. And I had to show you some of the footage from my iPhone. But this is what it looks like up close. Kind of missed a lot of the things that I was saying, had some trouble getting it to puff up the way it's really supposed to. I'm not sure if that had to do with because I was using the HTVRONT press and not a lot of space, and maybe the hoodie got in the way, but this metallic normally puffs up a lot more, but it still worked out great. As you can see, this is nice and glossy. You're getting the glare from the light, but the photo image quality came out awesome. Using the Sublimation HTV for dark fabric, as you can tell, I used a 100% black hoodie. Super soft, super soft. So the links for everything is going to be down below in the description box. I love the way this came out. Again, I created this in Canva. Then I did the print and cut through my Cricut machine. So easy and simple to do. So go ahead and get your images printed with the sublimation hack using the Sublimation HTV for dark fabric from HTVRON. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. I'm loving it. Hope this video helped you guys out. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. As always, I will see you guys in the next one. Keep pressing and y'all better start tripping. Now head on over to my other YouTube channel so that way you can catch my vlogs because I be tripping. The link will be down below in the description box. Life Ventures with Katrina and Cadence. So that way you can catch my latest birthday travel vlog.